So today we're going to have a new topic, but it's not new. We're still doing algebra and we're still doing quadratic equations. It's just a slight twist on what we have been doing. If you are still struggling with the minus b formula, feel free to do some extra questions on that from the questions that I gave you last Friday. And you can send those to me and you can put this off until Friday. We're going to have a live lesson on Friday where we go through this. But I wanted to send out a video today explaining what we were going to do on Friday so that you have a rough idea of what the topic's about and kind of like a little bit of knowledge about what to do. But if you really are like, no, sir, I can't move on to something new, I need to practice the minus b, that's totally fine. Go back to those questions I gave in Friday's assignment on Google Classroom and do the extra questions you didn't do and send those to me, and I will correct them and just check and see how you're doing. But this is this is simultaneous equations, what we're going to do today, simultaneous equations, but they're slightly different because in these simultaneous equations, one is like a regular equation, that's this one here, and then one is a quadratic equation, so just like we've been doing, okay? And I'll just warn you now that these are long sums and they take a while, so this video might be a little bit longer. So if you're happy, you could put it to 1.5 on the playback speed or 2, and you get through the video quickly, because I know I talk slowly sometimes. So I'm going to show you step by step what to do with this sum here on the left, and then I'm going to tell you to pause the video and try and do the same with the sum on the right. And then I'm going to go through the sum on the right after you've had a go. And then I'm going to leave one extra question for homework in an attachment to this Google, or to the Google Classroom assignment. So the first step we do here, okay? We're still finding out, just like any simultaneous equation, we are finding out what x is equal to and what y is equal to, all right? The first thing we're going to do, we're going to take the linear equation, okay? The one without any squared letters, okay? The regular normal equation. We're going to take that and we are going to rearrange it. So I'm just going to write that here, x plus y equals 3. And I'm going to get x all by itself on the left-hand side, okay? So I do that. You can carry the y over if you use the old-fashioned method, or you can minus y from both sides. That's the balancing method. So they cross out. So you're left with x is equal to 3 minus y. But if you're using the carryover method, you're carrying the plus y across and changing the sign. Okay, so now we've done that. We have rearranged it so x is on the left-hand side all by itself. So x is equal to 3 minus y. Now, if we have a look at x squared plus y squared equals 5, we're going to write that down again just here. X squared plus y squared equals 5. Okay. Now we've just figured out that x is equal to 3 minus y. Okay. So that means that I could substitute 3 minus y in where x is. Okay, so I'm going to do that. I'm going to say 3 minus y squared plus y squared equals 5. So all I've done here is I figured out what x is. X is equal to 3 minus y. So I put 3 minus y in where x is, but I leave the squared. Okay. Now, the next step of this sum is I have to find out what 3 minus y squared is. Okay, so again, I take a slightly different color pencil, and 3 minus y squared means 3 minus y multiplied by 3 minus y. And you might remember the arrows that we did before Christmas. We multiplied the 3 by the 3 and the 3 by the minus y, and then we multiplied the minus y by the 3 and the minus y by the minus y. Okay, so let's do that now. So 3 by 3 is 9, and 3 by minus y is minus 3y. Okay, 3 multiplied by 3 is 9, 3 multiplied by minus y is minus 3y. Minus y multiplied by 3 is minus 3y. Minus y multiplied by minus y is plus, because a minus by minus is plus y squared. And I can simplify this because these are the same type of term, so I can minus those from each other. So I'm left with 9 minus 6y plus y squared. So you see how I said it was a long sum, because we have to do all these extra little bits on the right hand side. So now I'm going to come back to my original sum, and all of this here left me with this, which I'm going to put that over here now. Okay, 9 minus 6y plus y squared. And this plus y squared comes down here, because 3 minus y squared is this. That equals 5. So now, can we simplify this? Yes, we can. Now, I've only put this inside of a box just to highlight that I've brought this here, our answer here, across to here. All right, so 9 can't be added to anything else here. That's fine. So we just go 9 minus 6y minus 6y plus y squared plus y squared. So that must be 2. Y squared plus y squared is 2y squared equals 5. And if we bring the 5 to the other side, it becomes a minus number. Or if we're balancing this equation, we can minus 5 from both sides. And where's the black pen? They cancel. So you're left with 4 minus 6y plus 2y squared equals 0. Now I'm going to rearrange this. I told you this was long. I'm going to rearrange this so it looks like a normal quadratic equation. 2y squared minus 6y and then plus 4 equals 0. Now we have to factorize this. Now here you could use the minus b formula if you wanted to, or you can use the guide method, which is what we were using before Christmas. I'm going to use the guide method. I'm going to multiply this by this, so 2 multiplied by plus 4, that is plus 8. And then I have minus 6. So what are the factors of 8? Factors of 8 are 2 times 4. Let me just get rid of this pop-up on the top right. So 2 times 4 is equal to 8. So I want, if I add these two together, I want it to give me minus 6. So if I had minus 2 minus 4, minus 2 minus 4 is minus 6. Perfect. So now I go back to my sum. 2y squared minus 2y minus 4, I hope you're enjoying this, plus 4 equals 0. So now we factorize. It's an amazing sum, isn't it? The amount of work in it. We factorize this side and this side. That means we take our brackets. Now, what can I take out of here? I can take out a 2y, can't I? If I take 2y out of this, I'm left with a y here. And if I take 2y out of this, I'm left with a minus 1. So let's check that out. Okay. 2y is multiplied by y is 2y squared. 2y multiplied by minus 1 is minus 2y. So that's perfect. So y minus 1. And here, if I take out a minus 4 multiplied by y gives me minus 4y. Minus 4 multiplied by minus 1 gives me plus 4. So we have factorized 2y minus 4 and y minus 1. This here is the factors of this quadratic equation. This will take up a whole page in your copy when you're doing this. And what I suggest is maybe, do half this sum and then take a break and come back to it. We are going to be spending a while practicing these sums, but after we've done them, and we're not even finished yet, after we've done them, about a week of them, you will be better at solving quadratic equations, and you will be better at simultaneous equations. So it's a really tough sum, but it makes you better at lots of other things. Okay, now let's figure out what y is. So 2y minus 4 equals 0, and y minus 1 equals 0. And if I use the old-fashioned method, I can just bring the 4 across and then bring the 2 under. Or if I'm using the balancing method, I will plus 4 to both sides. I should probably be using the old-fashioned method just because it saves space, and I'm running out of space here. Now I divide both sides by 2. So I'm left with, they cancel, so y is equal to 2. So we figured out what one of the y's is equal to. So now we are going to figure out what this y is equal to. So this one's a bit shorter, so we just plus 1 to both sides. So you're left with y is equal to 1. And you might be thinking, oh, brilliant, we're done. But we are not done. So now we figured out that y is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. Now we have to go back and we have to take our original equation, x plus y equals 3. So now we have to do this twice. X plus y equals 3, x plus y equals 3. So now we're going to substitute in y is equal to 2 in this one here. So x plus 2 is equal to 3. And then over here, x plus 1 is equal to 3. And now we solve this. So we minus, here we minus 2 from both sides. Over here we minus 1 from both sides. They cancel, they cancel. So our next line is x is equal to 1 and x is equal to 2. So our answers are x is equal to 1, y is equal to 2, and over here x is equal to 2, y is equal to 1. And that's our final answer. It's a monster of a sum. And every single class that I've ever taught it to have always hated it at first. And it's taken a while to get used to. So what I might do is I might make a separate video. And what I'll get you to do is I'll stop you now. I'll get you to pause it now, and I'll get you to write down this sum here, okay, in your copies, and I'll get you to try and do the same thing here. It might be, the best thing might be to write this sum out in your copybook, go back to the start or towards the start of the video, and as I'm going through this sum, okay, so say I do the first bit here, I do this first bit here. As I do that, you do it with this sum here. And pause your video each time. So as you're watching my video again, you're pausing it, pausing it, pausing it. And you're doing this one each time you're pausing it. And what I'll do is I'll put up the answer to this, and you can check your answer, or you can just send it to me and I'll correct it as well. And I'll see where you went wrong. So I think I'll leave the video there for today because it's a very long video. We will have a live class on Friday where we will do this type of sum. It's best just to go step by step by step until, like, so for example, this week we'll do it step by step by step, and it might take 5 or 6 steps. And then next week you might do 2 steps and then check in with me, and then 2 steps and then check in with me, and then 2 steps. And then next you'll be doing most of the sum by yourself. Do you know what I mean? You're doing it, you're gradually doing more and more without taking a break. It is a very long sum, and just follow along in the video and do this one here on the right in your copybook, and I'll put up the answer later. I hope I haven't ruined your Wednesday, and I'll see you on Friday for the live class.